Do you like donuts? Personally, I love donuts. So today we're playing Police Simulator, the buggiest but funniest game I've played in a while. If you go on to enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Let's go. Starting the game, I picked the only man suited for the job, Frank Miller. When I hear that name, my panties start to drop. Frank is a rookie in town and gets his first shift at North Point. Starting as a parking cop, we get straight to work, slanging tickets out left and right. Some justifiable, some not, but that's not the point. Frank is built for this, and by the end of the shift, we leveled up, getting a star. This star gave us an opening to a whole new world of crime, this time at Beaufort Landing. This is like home to Frank. You'll understand later. Moving on from parking tickets, Frank gets a promotion and be able to clear and report accidents. When an accident happens, the usual protocol is license, test, photograph, and then tow. I only say this now because I don't stick to the protocol.
I'm supposed to hit you with this now, okay?
What? Focusing on the photography, I got the next trophy for taking a couple flicks. After taking all the pictures, it's time to tow. Frank has connections to the best towers in the country. By calling them, we not only get our first tow, but our first complete accident. I only ever got a trophy for the tow. Shit's tragic. Over at the next accident, apparently only women are driving. I mean, go figure. We have our first drunk driver. This newbie. I drink and drive daily, but you don't see me crashing. Disclaimer, I do not drink and drive. After failing the test, he was donezo. I had no choice but to cuff him up. This trophy was only pre-cum to what's to come. There's a trophy for arresting 40 of these fellers. Then the next step in the protocol, of course, is the photography. Taking a couple more flicks, popped another trophy. Finishing up the shift with some more traffic cop activities, Frank heads to the station only to get swagged out before signing off. In our brief, we leveled up and unlocked our first patrol car. Frank then takes his swagger to Brighton, and he's too hot to handle. They give your boy a trophy right away, no questions asked. With the patrol car, we made our rounds even easier, even pulling a few people over. I then take my talents to the historic downtown, home of the Crips and Bloods. Whoa, in real life, not here. This is when we get a new call, the call to watch a traffic stop. All you do here is sit and wait for cars to then pull them over for no reason. These checks are literally in the most random spots too. During a checkup, I racked 3 arrests for the shift, getting a new PR. Moving on from the snooze fest at our traffic stops, Frank then goes back to his second love, accidents. During our next examination, oh my god, I got my bag. We take enough pictures to get the final trophy for pictures. What am I saying? Anywho, next we wrapped up the shift and then went to Alchemy. Alchemy? You know what I'm saying. In Alchemy, I'm back on foot patrol. That's when I get a call for a major accident. Even though I'm on foot patrol, I ran all the way over to the scene. Pure dedication. That is what Frank Miller is about. That's when I offered to help him after some questioning. It didn't go anywhere, and it never does. Following help did get a trophy. Common theme moving forward is rinsing and repeating. The next trophy is for doing enough accidents to then call enough tow trucks to then pop the trophy. Next, Frank found his home, Bridge. This spot would turn into my safe place. I caught just about every speeder here. I'm not gonna disclose how many we need to get right now, but we did get our first trophy for catching the first. Focusing on said speeders, I sat there for like an hour. The game's peak. Eventually I got bored because I'm not insane, right? But going back to the accidents to code didn't last long because next thing I knew I was back catching speeders. Finally catching 40, and we're not even halfway to the end. This time I actually left from catching speeders and focused on arrests, mainly DUIs. At the next accident, I had to arrest a fellow. Eventually the backup took them away and that was enough arrest for another trophy. Frank wasn't just a cop. He was also a hero. Did he have flaws? Of course. There may or may not have been a few times he went against the code of conduct, but he was still the town's hero. He eventually saved enough people for a trophy. Now, I know I just said Frank was a hero, but he was also a villain. You haven't seen this, but at every accident, even if the car's fine, he still calls the tow truck. Luckily though, it did work in my favor because the last accident, all the cars were justifiably towed, and I got a trophy. Now that I have the tow truck trophy, I'm not going to call another tow truck, and try to say that 3 times fast, by the way. Anywho, I kept going through the motions, shift after shift. And highlight this time, the car who knocked out 3 different people. Remember earlier when I said the people on the floor never are helpful? Yeah, I stopped asking them questions and just called the ambulance. This time, only 1 of them needed help, and they were my 30th call. And by needed help, I mean 1 of 3 were the only ones I helped. The other 2 can just die, I guess. I don't know. Frank wasn't done yet. Done with what? Speeders. Frank sat there catching them for hours. And by Frank, I mean me. I sat there for hours. I could have started a drop shipping business in that time, but instead I caught virtual speeders for a trophy. I would say time well spent. Not much was left to do besides catching someone with an open warrant, some more DUI drivers, and overall arrests. I got the 50 arrests next, followed by finally finding someone with an open warrant. The way I found it was by searching up every person I ID'd in the database. Off luck alone, I got one. Then finally wrapping up the game, I got 1 last DUI driver and the platinum trophy. If you enjoyed this video, comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. Tell me how I can improve the videos. We are just getting started. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.